Mix up right now. Alright, bowl.
Oh, I did that before. With Josh Adams, when he was his dev game, I think I had 2 pick sixes. I just stepped out at the 1 yard line and ran it in.
Bowl. Mr. Bowl Biggity. Nah, play that held deep, really.
Never held deep.
A running back for my fantasy team. I saw. Those are all things out. I don't know where to put them because I had too many of them. Put them in the closet. Yes. Up there, yes. What are you saying, David?
Goodbye.
What were you saying? Oh, nah, Pat got it. Oh. Oh my God.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Beyond thrilled to be bringing you the Super Bowl. All the pomp, all the circumstance, all the pageantry. It doesn't get any better than this, partner.
I'm loving sharing this booth with you, sharing this moment, this type of a game. For all the teachers who said we'd never make it, we're here.
And we talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff, guys. Rice going right. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Alert, alert, alert. Regular, regular, regular. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Mayfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Shit, shit. Check safety, check safety. Hey, check 22. Check out, check up. Back.
Jackson. And right away, he lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's caught off the deflection.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
47's a mark, boy, 47. Check, 47.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Mayfield. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. On first down, this is Geis. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
180.
On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is Geis. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Mayfield's pass complete to Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 6.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Geis. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. But he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
from the 22. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Let's go, defense.
General West. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Say. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Run.
Check nickel.
Guys. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. 20! A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets them a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get in the field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
56, 56.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hand. This one through. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll buy some time right. He finds Coleman. 23 yards, the final tally.
Sometimes it's design, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Throwing deep here for Coleman. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, 39 yards. And once again, the Browns are back in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
56. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Boston shot through on the safety blitz for the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
50. 56. Check 56. Hey, keep it.
Hurry! Bravo!
Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
King!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Von Miller, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mayfield. Rodgers brings it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Jones has it. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Right there, 56. Guys, game situation, let's go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
56.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. That's Samuel, caught left side. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
180!
On the ground, it's Geis. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Kill, 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 turn up. Kill, 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 turn up.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Completes it to Coleman. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
58, right up.
King!
58, right there.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And how about this? The dog pound gets the crown. The Cleveland Browns are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and